Okay, welcome to Nico Cosmica. This is the frequency forecast for December 1st, 2023. I'm going to start with using the Spirit Halloween Tarot deck. I use this deck specifically because it does have kindred imagery with it. First up, we have the Devil. So this could be being tied to something that is no longer conducive. The Six of Swords reversed. Someone is not moving away from this situation, nor are they getting justice. So today could be that a situation you feel is unjust has its roots in being tied to something that is toxic. That does not always mean you've tied yourself to it, but oftentimes it is voluntary. It's something that perhaps you didn't see yourself getting into at the time, didn't realize how bad it was getting or how much it's controlling your life. It looks like it is eating up a lot of money. So this could be anything from, I love to buy clothing. It's eating up a lot of money. Eating fast food, eating a lot of chocolate or a lot of candy could cause health problems. And it's not just your sweet tooth and your addiction to those things, but your need for the dopamines, the serotonins, the self-medication and self-regulation of your emotional state that is causing further, basically a deterioration of what you want to do. So you may want to be thin and fit into a certain size pants. And you're very angry at yourself because you'll do spot exercise or you'll do a really hard week of running and it's just not going anywhere. In fact, maybe the scale's going up because of the muscle weight is building. But it also could be that it's not going anywhere because as soon as you exercise, you sit down with a big carb meal to feel better. And so you may have to figure out how to do your meal planning. There's something tied to actions, and it does not in any way, shape, or form look like this is ending yet. It does look like if you can flip this around, maybe into a health situation, there could be a little bit of money in there. Or it could be also that you're trying to maybe conceive a child and that's not happening because of some kind of impact that you're having on your health. It's not a time to do magic today. Again, here's this indication of some kind of building of... This is really odd. I did not expect the reading to go here. So what I'm seeing in this message is that whatever your addiction is eating up a lot of money. Here's the weird side of this addiction. If you are able to conquer these addictions, you could actually parlay that into and transition it into money. There's the Page of Pentacles. That could be a child or a sign under the age of 18. It could also be the beginning of a project with an earth sign. Maybe your partner is an earth sign. It's in its infancy. It's not a full-blown idea. But then all of a sudden, even though you have this Four of Pentacles reversed, so you're losing money due to this addiction, there's also the Ace of Pentacles that pops up. And so that is sort of like, it is the beginning of the Pentacle Suite, but it's also all the potential rolled up in there. It's not the culmination with the Ten of Pentacles leaving a legacy, but it is the very sort of particle nucleus, the seed that can germinate into a legacy. And that's followed here by the star sign, the star card. This is saying not only could you being able to overcome your addictions get you some money, but if you talk about that journey, or if maybe, if you go from being like 300 pounds to being a fitness star on YouTube, something in there can get you well known. So that's the energy for today. Overcoming your addictions first part is recognizing them. If you're able to overcome them, not only would you then save money, because it looks like you're pouring out a lot of money, but there's the seed in there for making it into a career. Now, stardom could be part of it, but at least a career. So let's look at some past life influences. Your love life from the past was unrequited. You might have been a monk or a nun or had to become celibate. So definitely this idea of self-love, excuse me, coming through this whole concept of like overeating, comfort food, comfort in surroundings, comforting yourself with clothing. It does look like it was a male-female situation. It looks like you had been married and that was unrequited. And the problem was your spirituality or religion. So in this lifetime, you may also feel that there's persecution, and that could also cause you to overindulge because you feel judged. So those are just some hints as to what might have happened in a past life. May or may not resonate with you. That's okay. Let's get a little bit of salt for this situation. It's saying to ask an expert, but right now you're the expert. You know, obviously if you need medical help, if you need mental health help, get it, because that's going to make this process so much more firm and it'll stick. It'll be something that you can actually depend upon as opposed to going it by yourself. Now I am going to try a deck this month. Excuse me. I'm not a huge fan of this deck. It freaks me out a little bit because it is so negative. Like everything I get, everything that's pulled, the messages are just pretty negative. So I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to have to look up the meanings because I don't use this deck. And you're like, but why would you pull negative cards? Excuse me, because this is not a love and light channel. So let's see what we got. Jeez Louise. For real, I'm not even looking forward to it because just every time I've tried it, the messages are so negative. But let's do it. So first we have the child in reverse. So we have September, sexual inadequacy, styes, hallucination. Now this is in reverse. So I'm trying to see like what could tie to this. It's not going to be anytime soon because September is in reverse. And this may, because it indicates loss of youth in the upright, I'm guessing whatever, it's either whatever is holding you back is tied to your childhood, or the answer is whatever you looked like in your childhood, felt in your childhood, were in love with in your childhood. Like, let's say you were a total BMX biker when you were a kid. Going back to bicycling might be the solution you need. It's hard to say, but that is what I would recommend. If you love skateboarding, check it out. If you were one hell of a roller skater, get back on it because that'll help you break the addiction. There is something in your childhood. So we also have the black doll, which is in the words of the old rhyme, what most you fear is coming near. Like I said, this ominous, right? But this is in reverse. So your greatest fears are not happening. But you've got to break the addiction, whatever that is, however you're self-medicating. And if you need medical help, any emotional help, and you know, your doctor, go seek actual professionals who can help you through this. Look to your childhood, to things you enjoyed, and maybe revisit them. Your worst fears aren't happening, but there's so much potential there. That is the frequency for today. I hope you enjoyed. Keep on shining.